Hi there and welcome to another episode of Soul Infused Monday. Every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern time. And today I'm welcoming you from the Dominican Republic. I've been here for last 2 weeks. And last week on the Soul Infused Monday show, I shared a 3-step process with you that is very powerful. I got a lot of responses, a lot of questions, a lot of comments. And I want to start today with just a minute to repeat it, recap it, and to do it with you, just to set the tone already for the call. So I would totally appreciate, hi, so fantastic to have you here. So I invite you to put all the distractions aside, switch your phone off, unless you're watching me on your phone, then you just mute it. And close any other email, windows, printer, whatever you have, and allow yourself to have this time for yourself. And I'm going to repeat real brief those 3 steps and do it with you so that you can feel more grounded and connected before we get started. And hi Erica, fantastic. So the step number 1 was breathing. So let's use the moment to breathe together. Take a nice deep breath. And relax. And inhale again, a deep inhale through your nose. And when you exhale, release any tension that you might have in your body. And do it again, 1 deep inhale. If you're just joining, we're just breathing, and we are just repeating the 3-step process from last week. And if you have not watched the episode from last week, I would highly encourage you to do that because it was very powerful and people sent me a lot of messages about it. So I would highly encourage you to have that and to keep that as a resource. Okay, last deep breath together. Step number 1. Step number 2 was getting into vertical alignment. And again, I explained this way more in detail last week. I'm just going to repeat this here real quick for you. So, set the intention, use your breath to get yourself into vertical alignment. Just do this even if only for 10 seconds. You can close your eyes, you don't have to, and especially if you're driving, you do not want to close your eyes. Obviously, stay safe. But take a nice deep breath, inhale up. Imagine that you bring the energy up to the top of your head, and with your exhale, you bring the energy down to the bottom again. From an energetic perspective, you breathe the energy from the base, through the chakras up to the crown, and with your exhale, you bring it down again. So you do that a few more times in your own timing and in your own pace. And if you only do this a few times a day for a minute, you will feel more centered and grounded. Okay? And the day will start in a different way. The 3rd step, and the more advanced and a little bit more challenging step that takes time and the deeper inner work to really get the blocks out of the way so that energy can flow, is to tune up to your upper 3rd eye, go up to your crown, and with your awareness you move up, you reach your energy and your awareness up to your higher self, about a foot above your head. And you can close your eyes again, not if you're driving, and you connect to your higher self. No matter what's going on around you, you focus on breathing, you focus on becoming vertical, and then to connect to your higher self. And I don't know if you actually hear this, maybe not, but I hear it. Like my neighbor is just starting to put some Dominican music, like bachata type of thing. So if you do hear it, it's a great opportunity to not get distracted by it. Maybe you don't hear it. Okay, so as you know, or as you might know, I left about 2 months ago from home where I live in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and I have not been home yet. I left just after experiencing Hurricane Irma, and I didn't plan on staying away for so long. However, life happens and you get to stay flexible. And because we didn't have power for such a long time, I chose to stay in California, and now my guidance brought me here to the Dominican Republic. And I'm sharing this with you because those last 2 months were, to be honest, very challenging. And I shared some of my challenges already with you. And the reason that I want to share it with you again is because when we go through something challenging, and I just spoke to a very dear friend of mine, she confessed or admitted, or whatever you want to call it, shared with me that she wakes up in the morning and she feels very depressed. And instead of trying to kind of fix it or put a lid on it, she's really willing to look deeper to see what is it actually. And I said to her, that's fantastic. I said, yeah, it's not fantastic that she's depressed, but it's fantastic that she wants to look deeper, because to have moments of depression, to have moments of challenges, to have moments of struggle, pain, grief, loss, is a natural thing for us to experience, and there's nothing bad around it. If we really use it as an opportunity to go in, we can explore something beautiful on the other side. And let me be really transparent here for a moment and share with you what I mean. When I was in San Diego last month, and before the hurricane even, I had to deal with a lot of personal things. I had to let go of someone that I really loved. Another very good friend of mine left the island to move back to Australia. One of my best friends shared with me that he wanted to take a break because his girlfriend had an issue with our relationship, our friendship, and I respected that. But it was a lot of, letting go of deep connections. And then the hurricane, and within all of that, a really dear friend of mine passed away as well. And in all of that turmoil, the hurricane happened. It was a lot to deal with. And in San Diego, there was a moment, and there are a few other things. I don't want to spend too much time on my issues. It's not the point. The point that I want to make is I was at a point that I haven't felt in years. I haven't felt in years such an amount of emotional pain. Shame came up. A very old wounding from the past resurfaced for me to face. And there was a day, literally, like I felt so emotional, like I call it my human being. My human being felt so much emotional pain, so much shame, and I felt so depressed that I really felt like this is too much. I don't want to do this anymore. And I laid down on the floor because I was really literally freaking out. I was lying down on the floor on the cold tiles, sobbing, crying my eyes out. And why I'm sharing this with you, in that moment where you would see from outside and you think, oh my God, this is a horrible moment. Oh my God, this is like unbearable, or this is bad or something. I had one thing that helped me then and always helps me, that I've created over the last 20 years of doing the deeper inner work. And that was unshakable trust. Even in that moment when I was lying on the floor crying, I trusted that this was happening for me, that this was an opportunity, and I surrendered to that moment. Because I knew, or I know who I am, and I knew I was only going through an experience. So, and I'm sharing this with you because it does not happen overnight, but when you do the deeper inner work that connects you with who you really are, that gives you the resource and the capacity to deal with no matter what's going on in your life. And there's even a reward, and I will get to that in a second. But the music is getting so loud right now that I do want to go and close the windows or do whatever I can do. I don't know if you hear it, but it's distracting me. So give me a second, sorry. Write a comment while I'm gone. Say hello, tell me if that makes sense and if this is helpful. It's still loud. It's just the Dominican Republic. I love music. It's music everywhere. Okay. Let's go back to that moment on the floor and me trusting completely. And I'm also sharing this with you because who you are beyond, underneath our emotions, beliefs, conditionings, woundings is something beyond a body. You are a beautiful soul. We are, the essence of our being is love, light, consciousness. And there's some misconceptions sometimes out there when it says, oh, you do the work, you just clear, you clear your patterns and then everything is fine and you change your mind and through thinking, you're gonna be, super happy all the time. No, life happens anyway. And the key to true inner peace and loving yourself and living empowered and having freedom, I've never felt as free as right now. And I had this moment yesterday in the kitchen. I was making a tea, and I don't know anyone here. I'm just saying, my life is up and down, but it's how I choose to live, and I love it. And I follow my guidance. It brought me here. I will stay here for a little bit. But yesterday I was in the kitchen making a tea, and I was looking outside the kitchen window where I can see the mountains, and it was a gorgeous view. And I was looking there and I was saying, oh my God, this is such a nice view. And then the second thought was, I don't know anyone here. I have one person that I know. I have one friend. I used to have some more, but they moved away. So I was looking at this beautiful view, thinking about, I don't know anyone. If I wanted to go and meet someone, I wouldn't have anyone to call. And in that moment, I thought, oh my God, in the past, that would have scared me. That would have scared me maybe that I would feel lonely and that I would feel insecure to just go out and connect to new people. But you know what I felt? And it's just I still feel it. It's I felt freedom. I felt such an inner peace and freedom. I felt so free like never before. And not because I'm alone, but because I'm not detached. No, I'm not attached. I'm not attached to a certain thing being in my life or certain people being in my life. I felt so free to simply be myself and to trust and take it day by day. And it's hard to express in words, people. That's why I said the inner work is when you really dare to dive deep and to face the demons, to face your own woundings, to face your pain, to face your loneliness, to face your depression, to face your fear. And you use it as a doorway to become free to be who you are. And who you are is a beautiful spiritual being having a human experience. And you might have heard that before, but I truly, truly experience that on a daily basis now. So I want to encourage you and invite you to look at your life and really ask yourself, how do I want to live? Because my life, my idea of a wonderful, amazing life might not be your idea, but that's not about me. It's about how do you want to live? How do you want to feel on a daily basis? What's the vision you want to create in your life that gets you excited to get up every day in the morning? And that's so strong that even when you have days that you feel like crap and you feel like you want to give up and you lie on the floor crying, that you have that unshakable trust and knowing who you are. That no matter what's breaking down outside, no matter what's going on in your life, you have that freedom deep inside. And I don't know if makes any sense. Like I'm just trying to share really something that comes from deep within, that is so inspired from my soul, that when we connect to that higher consciousness of who we are, to the soul, to the essence of our true self, that life is just amazing. And you can deal with anything that comes your way. I wanted to kill myself at some point in my life. I know what it's like to be so depressed day in, day out, that I did not want to get up out of bed, and I just wanted to, I know how it is to feel so lonely. And I know how it feels to lose someone you love and that pain. I know it all. And if it wouldn't be for this incredible discovery and journey of looking inside, peeling off, clearing, and connecting to that soul that I am, to that beautiful being, if it wouldn't have been for that, I wouldn't feel the way I feel, and I wouldn't be able to help you to do the same. So if this resonates with you, really, leave me a comment below. If you have any questions, if you need help, don't hesitate to ask for it. I wasn't able to do it myself. To be honest, I was not able to go on that healing journey all by myself. Okay, let me take a minute because I got a lot of responses here, and I was just so passionate. Thank you for sharing, Joanne. It's so good to see you here. I trust completely. Yeah, I love that. I got you. Yeah, I know you got me. Yeah, Claudia, nice. Hi, Marie from France. Thank you for your truth. Yeah, you're very, very welcome. This is so helpful. Many people yes, absolutely. Thank you for being here. And thank you for taking the time and taking the time for yourself to really get inspired. Not only inspired, I really want to invite you to take action. Like whatever it looks for you. Maybe it's connecting with me. Maybe it's connecting with someone else. Maybe it's doing something that that you wanted to do for a long time. For example, meditate every day. I keep repeating this over and over. Meditate in the morning will set the tone for the day. However, I also want to say that only meditating and reading books or journaling or whatever is out there, that's a support, but it's never the only inner work. Okay, let me know. I'm going to be here another 2 or 3 minutes. Do you have any questions? What is this valuable and what is valuable to you? Because I'm trying to convey the value of investing in yourself and doing the deeper inner work. This is not for everyone, because not everyone is willing and able and ready to do the deeper inner work. But if you are someone who is looking for something deeper, if you are someone who knows deep inside there's more for me, I'm not living my potential, I'm not out there in the world how I know. I'm not as confident as I want to do. I do not have the relationships that I desire. If you're done with that, you say, I'm done. I want to live the most amazing life, feeling confident, expressing myself, being able to get my needs met, maybe even making a difference in the world or in your own world, with your children, with your husband, with your business. Then it's time to move. It's time to take action. It's time to invest your time, your intention, money as well, to go on the deeper inner work. Okay, do you have any questions? I hope this resonates with you. And again, if if you are that person and you feel that you resonate with me and you would like to explore more what it looks like to work with me and go on that journey and how I can help you release those layers, then I will leave a link somewhere here later so that you can apply for a call with me. So I'm happy to take some time on my schedule, on my calendar, to take a few minutes to explore that with you together. And I wish you a fantastic Monday. I wish you a fantastic week. And a fantastic week does not mean that you feel all super bubbly all the time and your energy is 100% up there. Whoop, whoop. A fantastic week means to really take time for yourself, to explore yourself. Maybe it means to dive deep into pain for you. Maybe for you it means to reveal some of the shame. Maybe it means for you to share something with someone that you've never dared before, but you feel like, oh my God, I'm ready. I'm ready to stop hiding. I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to go out powerfully because I know I matter. Or maybe you do not know that you matter yet, but you do. Okay, on that note, I'm going to leave you for today. I'm excited to see you next week again on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time for another episode. And please, if this is valuable for you, if this resonates with you, share it. Click the share button or share it with a friend that knows might need this today. And if you're ready to create a new chapter in your life, apply for a call with me and I'm happy to jump on the phone or on Skype with you. Okay, much love. I appreciate you. I love you and I will see you soon.